Hey, I suppose this is not a rough draft, but a sort of capsule for an idea I had on a YouTube video that I should do. And I thought of it after remembering a dynamic that went on in school, especially when I was younger. And this dynamic related to my disability, that disability being cerebral palsy and epilepsy, and the accommodations that I received in school to help ease that and not make it an insurmountable barrier to me. And so, when I was younger, in elementary school, I would receive accommodations like bigger desks, different seats so I could sit in a better posture. But other accommodations which could be deemed more problematic were ones like a computer to type with. Now this is back when computers were not the standard for education, and most note taking and assignments were done on paper, or I would receive note handouts, so I wouldn't even have to take notes, or requirements on assignments were diminished for me, especially artwork. And there were a lot of cases where I would use my disability in order to get an advantage that wasn't really earned. And that's an interesting idea. Now, then this is key what I'm about to say. What I really want to highlight is that as a disabled person, I, in a critical race theory lens, or not critical race theory, critical theory lens, I am systematically oppressed by the society that I am in, by the way it's designed and by the way it's operated. Characteristics that I have no choice in having set me back in ways that I can't control and that are quite difficult to overcome. And so, in that way, I am quite similar to many of the cases that critical theory likes to trot out. But the reason why I laid out the dynamic that I had to balance in my youth of not taking advantage of my disability in order to get ahead in ways that I didn't deserve, is that really taught me something more profound than just trying to be fair. It taught me to not dwell on my identity as someone who is victimized systematically by the society and culture that I live in. And I think this personal testimony is something that I should develop into something that works and has sufficient backing, and into a presentation which could shine a light on why I personally find critical theory lacking as a worldview, and one that may appeal in a more helpful way to advocates of critical theory. And so, those are just my thoughts. I might end up posting this just for fun and see who finds it. But it's really rough, so we'll see about that. Thank you, and I hope to do this more in the future. Bye now.